Okay. Today's date is the 30th of June 2026. 1 second. Today is the 30th of June 2026. This is gonna be on the power. I'm gonna speak about the council again because I love the topic of the council. The councils have too much power. All the power goes to the council. All the power, to house someone. For example, housing. To house me. To put someone in an institution. They're not psychiatrists. They. I don't like this. We have institutions, yes, and they shouldn't go all the way to the council. I'm really pissed off angry about that because they keep abusing their power. Law is bilateral. It's bilateral, but they have all the power, concerning the bilateralness of it. There's no consequences. That's what I'm saying, and they can abuse that power in the past. They can keep abusing it. Like I was saying, for 2 years of my life, 14, 15, 16, 14 to no, 3 years, 2015 to 2015 to 2017. 3 years of my life. That is not a good thing. So, I'm trying to use the Thorough Council's the Devolution program to hand out powers to the local authorities in Thorough. So the Devolution program, which I love, I do love it. I have to go and research it a bit more. But I'm trying to use the Devolution program to hand out power to the youth centers. So the youth centers in Thorough is what I'm referring to. So there is Inspire Hub. Inspire Hub. An Inspire Hub, youth center, Inspire Hub youth center, and basically the English Revolution white paper is what I'm using to give power because if the English the Revolution white paper works, which is working, it's gonna which is works, I'm gonna share my screen now, which is this document here. I believe because I'm in the UK, basically, I want the youth centers to have the power to house people. That's what it is. So all the powers to house people are from because why is the youth? Why would the youth center? Why would someone at the youth center? Why would a teenager go to the council? No, the councils are corrupt as fuck. And this is my professional opinion, by the way. I'm so angry that he uses this language. But the idea is, if I was going to council, I'll fire everyone there. I'll fire everyone, not with a gun, but I'll make sure they lose their job. But they can bro their head to a new council. So when they lose their job, they'll go to they can go to a new council. But you see, because the councils made me homeless on 29 November to 28 January, 2026, 29 November 2025 to 28 June 2026. For me personally, I recovered from that. But I did mentally I didn't recover because there is a mental recovered, because they can't use the claim that I'm mad to deny me housing, and that's the right. So I want the youth center to have using the framework of delusional white people hardwiring into central government. How do I I'm trying to make a change. Basically, the change I'm making is any power to do with youth should be handed to the youth centers and the medical team. Basically, the idea is the youth centers have all the powers. So bilaterally, there's consequences for the council. Because law is bilateral. Ibu is bilateral. So the power I'm afraid to say is like anything to do with teenager development. 12 to no. Basically 12 to unlimited, 12 to 20 25, I believe, which is my age. plus 25, or 12 to 25, because people need the services from the youth center, and I'm trying to make the youth center better. So this is what I'm saying. This is gonna be the official video for it, but the idea is this: the council have so much power, and they're abusing their power. They cannot lose 700 million pounds of taxpayers' money, which is I'm paying them. By the way, I was paying them tax, and they tell me no. There's no house for me. For me personally, I'm not into jargon. I like to see things for what they are. I like to accept things for what they are, not see things for the. But that is absurd. 700 million pounds. Like, come on, guys. It's abuse of power, and I still don't have a house. So I'm trying to get the youth centers to have the power for the youths. For the youth, so the youth can, have the power. Basically, it's more democratic. No, democratic, because it's a democratic republic. It's basically law, but it's democratic law, which means the people have the power. To do stuff. And if you give power to the youth, you get more innovations from the youth itself. So, if the young person have a house, you know, because they have a house, they go to youth center. So they don't enter the council building. So, because they are the parties involved, the courts, basically the bilateralness of this is like, if you want to appeal, you have to go to, uh, I don't even go to council, so I'm thinking about it properly. So youth center is the main service now, and where do you don't want to go to council, so you have to go somewhere else to report any kind of incidents, and that's basically the local government ombudsman for youth, and that is fine. That is fine. You don't need to go ever since you're 18, 19, because the councils are corrupt. It's never a good sign. It's never a good sign. Going to the councils, because even to vote, even to youth voting, if you go to youth center, what is this all? Going to the council is not needed. It's not needed because you have a institution for youth people, for young people. So for the youth, for young people like me. Let me find youth age range. 12 to 24. Yeah, 12 to 24, 25. Because I consider myself youth 25 years old, so 12 to 25. So this is what I'm saying. So the finance used as individual age to 25. I'm 25, 25. So I'm telling you, so basically anybody that's 8 to 25 years old can go to the youth center to request housing. And because I didn't want to go to the council, but that's my last option. I'm saying it's best. I did have to go to council because it's my life, but you only go to vote. You don't go to vote to the youth center. You go to vote to our youth center because that's where the youth services are. You don't separate the two. It's gonna be going to the council is like going for there for voting, but you don't want them to vote there. You want them to vote at the youth center. So I want the youth to vote at the youth center, because it's social. It's social, It's social. Basically, people that are 18 to 25 can vote, but they should never be going to the council for everything, for voting even, because it's not needed. You can separate the two age groups, and you can have people go here that are 25 plus to the council, because it's better that way. It's better that way. But you know, I mean 24 plus, and that should be it because no, 25 plus, because I'm on 25. 24 plus, go to the council to vote. It's better that way than having everyone in one place at the same time, centralized. So we don't like that in the Thurrock area of South. So this is what I'm trying to change it. So if the youth center can house people, give them education, it will be the youth center. The youth center can house youth, house youth. The youth centers can housing youth, which is again age 12 to 24, 12 to uh uh 12 to 24. You get everything steady, and it brings pressure on the council to do anything they want to do. And this is the power I want the youth center to have. This is the power I want you to use to have. So this is the devolution program. I'm speaking on governance. I'm speaking on governance. So this is my opinion on governance. This is what needs to be done. You know, this one needs to be done. This is what I want to do. So this is what I'm advocating for. I haven't read the full English Revolution white paper, but this is what I'm saying. The British, the kind of coming that works, bureaucracy. This is what I need to be done. This one to be done. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this video, guys. So the goal is bilateral governance, local government ombudsman for the youth, for housing services, for educational services, for all of the services around the youth, and the youth centers, and not just academically, anyone that's medically ill should be transferred to the medical centers, but not for help. But the power is for them to have them on the youth center, so democratic. So the power to the people. That's what I'm saying. The evolution program should be democratic. It's the power to the people, and that's what I'm referring to. Thank you for watching this video.